All right. All right, man. It's happening. It's really happening right now. Let me get that squared up.
Live from New York. It's
Listen, Julio, you gave us an open tab. We're going to be here a long time, my friend. You're going to regret that. Let me tell you.
I looked at the menu earlier, and I was like, cool, we're going to be here all day.
All day. No.
What time you close?
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we'll close up. Tell the boys leave us the keys.
Just go out the back gate.
No
You park
problem.
in the back, you're good to go. You're good to go.
All right, well, I'll do an intro real quick. We can do that. You ready?
Yeah, let's roll.
Oh, we'll stay out late to gastrobate and hang out with our friends. We'll share a few good microbrews, the good times never end. From seaside to the mountains, we'll travel many lands. Eateth of their pub cuisine and hear their local bands. We'll drink it from a bottle in a can or what's on tap. We'll rate each brew as we do with fairness and a map. Spirits are up, we'll fill our cup, the wind is in our sails. We'll drunkenly mix metaphors and travel happy trails.
Welcome back to Hoppy Trails, a show where every now and again we get out of the studio, we get on the road, and we go meet the people who may be voices you've heard before, or maybe you need to come out and meet yourself.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Travis, and today we are at, where are we?
Lefty's.
Lefty's. And we're here with Julio, who you've heard before. And Julio, this is your establishment, is it not?
That is correct.
Yes.
I'm partners with another guy, James.
Yeah. Another guy, James, who I don't see here, so we'll just leave this to say that Julio's the more dedicated of the partners. James, if you don't like that, please feel free to send us an email, contact@hoppytrailspod.com.
Ouch. Ouch.
You know what? It's always been a vision of mine to one day have this kind of background ambiance to a recording.
Yeah.
I love the live talking of just random folks here enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
As a beautiful sight. It's a little overcast today, but it's okay.
It's nice.
Because I'm glad it's not glaring sun. Otherwise, I'd be literally melting in my seat. But,
Yeah, the cloud cover's nice. I'm definitely liking it. It's nice, cool, not too hot, definitely not cold. Turning out to be a good day.
Very Oregon weather for you.
Very Oregon weather.
Exactly.
You know, Nick brought it with him. That's all good. Julio, what are you drinking there? I know it's a number 29, but what is it?
Oh, man. It's the Pilsner from, I don't know. I just keep pouring it. Hold on. Let me look at my digital pour.
Yeah, everybody jump on the digital
That is
pour
a King Kong Dzungle.
Thank you. Bless you.
Say that again?
It's made by King Kong Brewing.
They're local.
Dzungle. D-Z-U-N-G-L-E. I love that name.
A Bohemian.
Bohemian Pilsner. Absolutely. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's old school. It's
like
classy.
it.
That's nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and definitely I love it's got a good color to it, a little bit kind of straw, very light. And what I'm noticing right now is you're getting a lot of carbonation still coming off of it. How is it? Nice, effervescent, really crisp?
I like it. It's easy. It's not that I don't need all that alcohol, and it's just a good sipper. You know, it's nice. It's crisp. It's clean.
Yeah.
They do
Words
a really
of
nice
wisdom
job.
from a veteran.
Right? Yeah. That's Nick's way of calling you old, Julio.
No, absolutely not. This is a professional.
That's right.
A professional. This is how you drink all day long.
That's right. Look, you can't drink all day if you don't start early, right?
No, exactly. Yeah.
And a Pilsner is a way to do that.
It's 12 somewhere.
That's right.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, you know, the British Navy, their tradition was handing out their first ration of rum around 11 a.m. when the sun tops the yardarm, which is some sailing term I don't want to get into other than 11 a.m. That's when you get started, right?
Yep.
Fair enough.
Got to tackle that scurvy early.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Well, yeah, we're here. This is the patio area. You got some great patio seating out here. And Julio, I think you were telling us that you just put up these this covering that you got here with the lights.
A fire retardant cover.
That's a must.
Yeah.
We can put heaters under it for wintertime.
Oh,
that's coming in about a month.
Beautiful.
Then probably hang a couple TVs for basketball because people here are Sacramento Kings crazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean,
if
imagine.
you're not, then are you really living in Sacramento?
That's it. You got to support the local boys, right?
I'm still a Warriors fan.
I like
Dubs.
it. I like it. Well, and speaking of supporting local, Julio, I noticed that when we were looking at a couple of the beers, a few that we've tasted already, you pour a lot of local boys on your taps, yeah?
This one I'm drinking, King Kong.
Yeah.
We got ciders local too.
Yeah.
A lot of local breweries, and then a lot of Bay Area. Like we carry Ghost Town, I think you're drinking.
Ghost Town, yep.
We've got Original Pattern. There's 2 breweries that are just caught fire in Oakland. Oakland's a big beer scene now. It's really...
Yeah, I want to ask you, Original Pattern, I'm not familiar with them at all. When you mentioned it to me, it's the first I've heard of them.
We carry their hazy, their non-hazy. They'll do, everything they make. Nothing is bad. Everything, they're just really focused on making a good product. No point of sale shit. They have nothing to hang out. No T-shirts, nothing to put on the walls, but they just make good beer. So.
Yeah.
I'd rather have them doing that than really nice signage and their beer tastes like crap, which I've seen some breweries like, wow.
Absolutely.
I think we've all seen that, where they put a lot of into, hey, here's the logo and a lot of stuff with our logo on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? You really should have hired a master brewer.
Exactly.
That's what you should have done.
Good
car. Beer first, marketing and merchandising later.
That's it.
Good looking car, but the engine doesn't run.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
It goes 2 miles an hour.
Yeah, exactly. But man, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of the signage too, I love you've got the metal signs all the way around here. A lot of stuff I recognize. A couple of things I
Big
don't.
Fan. A wall of old beer cans over the taps.
Yes.
That I loved seeing that. That was awesome.
I would imagine that probably right when you said that, I will cut in a photo of that. I would imagine. I'm gonna, thinking ahead to the future.
It's gonna show up right here.
Right about there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the magic of being the guy that edits. Is I can just predict stuff and it happens.
You're a magician.
A magician. Well, Julio, I don't know if. Let me see. I don't think anyone can see it in the back from this angle, but. What's happening over there in the back, there's a lot of smoke coming out of here. And it's not because your kitchen's on fire. It's because of what? What do we have over there?
Well, we have a real smoker.
Ooh.
And it's wood burning. It's a Lang 18-foot smoker.
Yeah.
And we use almond wood or almonds, whichever you want to pronounce.
Almonds.
They're almonds until you hit the L out of them.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Why do Ripon folks call almonds almonds?
The pronunciation line seems to be north of Modesto for almonds and almonds for farmers south of Merced. So why the 2 names? From Dr. Ken at UOP, quote, mostly growers say almonds because they shake the L out of them.
Good wood joke. Good almond joke. But we use almond wood. It's just the best. It's really hot. Gives a great flavor. It just, and we do a lot of things. Our schedule usually, here's Luis, my guy.
Woo! Oh, what is this?
We've got brisket. That was done yesterday.
Well.
Yesterday's
Brisket watch. Brisket watch.
And pork belly burnt ends. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Luis's money. He does everything, man. He's a machine.
Absolutely.
He's
Yeah, we
been
got
with me forever, and he got us on Diners and Dives back in the day with the restaurants.
That's right. And tell us about that, Julio.
I worked for Anchor Brewing for like 10 years, and then I left. In one of my markets, I had like 26 markets, but one of my markets was Sacramento. And I lived in San Francisco, and I fell in love with Sacramento because it's a cow town. It was a cow town, and it was like next to Paris, we have the most trees in the world.
Wow.
It's just crazy. But they're growing trees they're not supposed to grow. It's just insane. You
Sure.
just palm tree. Yeah, that's great. That's a natural tree. But I liked it, and then now it's a shit show. It's a traffic. There's no infrastructure. But I moved here, and then we opened a place called Dad's Kitchen. It was already existing. They had like 50 sandwiches. We trimmed it down. We brought in a burger. Luis invented this burger called Dad's Burger. It was we're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to call it Luis's Bacon and Blue.
Yeah.
It was a big burger. We're going to do a 6-ouncer here. It was 8 ounces of grass-fed beef, but now we grind our own beef here, so we're going to make our own burgers. But
Which I saw the grinder. They're not just saying that. They actually are grinding their own beef.
yeah,
here.
and we do a blend. It's really good. We do a chuck and brisket, so it's really good.
Yes,
but
That's what it's all about.
Yes, indeed.
But we on the one for Dad's, we did 8 ounces and then 2 ounces of crumbled blue cheese, 2 ounces of raw bacon bits. So we would impact it together, and then we would put the burger on a flat grill with the bacon down. Well, it would cap it, and the sugars in the bacon would solidify with everything else, and the blue cheese was the best because it incorporated the best, the crumbles. And then we flipped the burger over and we usually was a medium because that was the best taste.
Yeah.
So the most we could do was maybe not well done. We did maybe just a little bit because well done it tastes like crap because now the bacon and the blue cheese is burnt. You got this terrible flavor, and I got tired. I comped like 3 one day, and I'm like, I'm done. You pay it, or it is what it is.
I'm going to throw this out here because with ground beef, here's the thing. A lot of the ground beef that a lot of places are buying, it's ground on an industrial scale. And so realistically, you're getting, potentially, 1,000 different cows ground into there all at once, this big thing. And so, I don't want to be the scaremonger like that, but at the end of the day, a little bit of contamination can contaminate the entire batch. And so it's really risky getting an undercooked burger at a lot of places. However, if you've got a place that's grinding their own beef, it's an entirely different story because you've got the cuts, they're clean. The inside of those cuts are clean. They're treating it right? I saw your grinder's in the walk-in, right? It's not sitting on the counter.
Yeah.
It's real, it's clean. You grind that up, you can order it however you want to.
And we grind it in the walk-in, so there's no fluctuation in temperature, leaving the cold to the normal room temperature back to cold.
Yeah.
We do it inside, so there's no problem. It's funny you mentioned contamination because when at Dad's, one guy came in one day and he was trying to scam us he said he got food poisoning, and I go, dude, if you got food poisoning here, there would have been 20, 30 people from the same batch of meat.
Of course.
So only one it's impossible.
Right.
And he was trying to scam me. I go, dude, then get your lawyer, get whatever. And because if you're going to sue me, I'm gonna reverse it because I'm gonna, you're talking.
Yeah, defamation.
Also,
you can't come in and hurt my business with this.
Exactly. And it's another. Also, you got to educate people.
It's beautiful.
You got to educate people about smoking. Like we do chickens, half chickens. One day, one lady was freaking out. Oh, my chicken's raw because
pink.
It was pink.
But it was the smoke ring.
And the veins were red. And she says, it's raw, it's raw.
Yeah,
and I go,
no.
Have you ever had smoked meat before? No. I go, well, then just shut up. And because I go, she was scaring everybody, and everybody's now thinking I'm eating raw meat, and they're going to get sick, and they're going to go throw up in the bathroom because their head starts taking over. Oh my God. And it's like,
of course,
if you don't know what you're talking about, shut up, ask a question. And I go, lady, that chicken's been dead for 5 hours in the smoker. There's no way.
Yeah.
That's how it looks because it's smoked. It never got it never got sizzled. It never got burnt, I'm like, God,
just like smoking kills you.
Smoking
kills bacteria.
Exactly.
And this is this thing. I apologize. I'm eating into my microphone and everything, but that's okay. Different tracks. I'll cut this out. Nobody.
All right.
No cuts.
Here's the thing.
Wait. Nick, how I got to know because Nick is he is a smoker guy and he's a pellet guy, so I got to find out.
And
that's good. I love it.
Everyone
nice
listening,
it's just good.
In case anyone was worried, Julio has been giving Nick heat since we walked in about the pellets versus the whole. I love it. Julio, this is delicious stuff.
It's good.
You know it 100%.
We do really good brisket.
But
I'm just a poor boy with a pellet smoker.
Listen, if we could fit an 18-footer in Nick's backyard.
He's got a truck. I saw it. You could drag that on the back of that truck. No problem.
Absolutely.
That sauce.
Yeah, we make our own sauce.
Oh my gosh, that is money.
That's beautiful.
You got to try the pork. Have you tried the pork belly?
Not yet.
Dude, the pork belly's money. People go crazy over it. It's nuts.
So here's the thing. You get people that are coming in and the first time they're having smoked chicken and this and that. Here's what I always say to people, no matter what it is, always start with questions. Yeah. Start with questions, right? Don't come in and start asserting things because a lot of times you're going to be out of your element. I am all the damn time.
Yeah.
So you come in and ask a question. Excuse me. Hey, I've never had this before. Is this how this is supposed to be? And you know what's going to happen? Instead of you, hey, this isn't right, and then somebody being standoffish, somebody comes up and says, hey, I've never had this before. Is this how it's supposed to be? You know what you're going to get? You're going to get, hey, let me teach you something right now.
You're
let me
get an
explain
education.
this, and you're going to get some wisdom, and you're going to have a much better interaction. You know what I mean? So it's always, if you're unsure about something, start with a question. Always start with a question.
You're right. And then, like, we do the pork belly burnt ends, but we didn't do it today, but we also do tofu. Oh, my God. We got these vegans that come in, and they're like, and honestly, I'm not a tofu guy. I'm okay. what we do is we get the firm tofu, then we saturate it in salt, takes all the moisture out of it.
Yeah.
So now it's firm, and then we cut it up like we cube it, and then we do the same spices, everything identical to what we do with the pork belly burnt in, but we do it with tofu. And I swear to God, it comes out, you can't tell which is which, and then you taste, you're like, damn, this is good. And I'm not a tofu guy, but I'm like, wow, I could eat this.
Has there ever been any kickback with it being cooked on the same grill as like?
Oh,
That's neat, yeah.
But we put it on but some people, I tell people
Or you guys use separate like little drying racks or whatever?
No, because it goes
okay.
in the smoker. And like we make our own quinoa patty, which
Ooh,
is amazing.
Nice.
I was making these back. Okay, I had a company. I was making them, but then where I was making it, the guy brought a still in, and then he needed the space, so I went at Cisco.
Yeah, so the quinoa patties are out, the still's in, standard. I'd make the same decision, Julio. I tell you right now.
I had to move out.
Yep.
But I was selling a pallet a month through Cisco.
Wow.
And when I did, I did quinoa, right? Everybody knows what quinoa is, right?
Yep.
Well, we did it in 2010. Let me tell you. People are like, I love your quinoa. I go, thanks. Yeah, it's really good. Quinoa's good. People didn't know shit what quinoa was. It didn't. But our quinoa, we make it here. We got celery, mushrooms, carrots, and then I use a psyllium husk.
Interesting.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
psyllium, if you know what psyllium is, it's basically Metamucil.
Yeah.
So not only is it healthy, it cleans your pipes
Yeah,
at
it
the
does.
same time.
I like
So
the sounds of that.
You get a great, and people are we got vegans coming in, vegetarians are like, but I tell them, it's like, hey man, we're not 100%. We're not cooking it in its own. So
Sure.
just so you know, we went 9 yards. I'm not going to go 10. It's just too much. It's too much
Hey,
work.
but I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, you're going to reach a lot more people with that. You've got it out there. And if there's some folks who just can't get over that last hurdle, listen, everybody's got their own things. Find another spot. I'm not mad at you. Don't be mad at me. You know what I mean?
I'll sell them to you raw. You can cook it at your house. How
That's
about
it.
that?
You
That's
can't
it.
please everybody.
Look, here's the deal. Bring your own foil, throw this thing on your engine out in the parking lot, come back in. I'm not mad.
Travis, you're preaching. I am brutal with my people. I've told you, I'm brutal with my customers here. I don't put up with shit anymore. I'm here 3 days a week, and I do lunches because my regulars come in. It's like, we don't see you. I go, I can't take you anymore. I can't take the public. I got people want to modify this, modify that. I go, no. Well, why can't I have it? I go, look, open up your own place or here, buy. I'm not. We're not that guy. It's like, Jesus. People, you should do this. We should do that. How about sell your house and open up your own place, and we won't have a problem.
And I'll tell you, years and years ago, I used to cook, and I was a chef at a couple of different places. But the one place, Tioli's, where I used to work down in San Diego, one of the things that was always the most frustrating for me is people would come in, they would want to customize the order, but not just a little bit, in very extreme ways. And then they'd come back and be unhappy with it. It's like, you know what? I spent a lot of time putting this recipe together. These things balance out. They're here for a reason. And when you start swapping them, you've just undone all the thought that went into it. Like, I wouldn't like that either. You did a terrible job.
There's a guy here, has a sandwich shop called Juno's. He's really good friends. I met him, super nice guy. My metal guy does all my metal work here. They grew up together. And Luis has worked for him too. His name's Mark. Oh man, he is like the soup Nazi. I love the guy. People and his bread, he makes his own bread and it's so fresh. Some lady came to him 2 days later. She goes, it's got mole on it. He goes, here's your money. Okay, you're right. Don't ever come back again.
Yeah.
And then he had an Italian restaurant. Luis told me a story one time. This guy really is meticulous. He puts his heart and soul in a beautiful pasta meal. This guy's putting ketchup on it. He found out. They told him in the kitchen. He came out, took the plate away, gave the guy's money. He goes, don't ever come back here again.
He
went nuts on the guy.
Wow.
It's like, but we have the same thing here. People, I don't want to do this, I don't do that. Dude, we designed the menu. This is the way this is supposed to be eaten, the way we create. Then why are you here?
Yeah.
Why are you wasting my time?
The exact same thing. I used to work at a place, San Diego, called Trattoria Fantastica. I wasn't cooking there. I was a food runner there. Great job, a lot less stress.
Back in the day, bro.
Let me tell you what, it's less heat, less cutting yourself, and less burning yourself. I liked that. But
and you get money. We have more
and
tip
you,
money.
you get paid, let me tell you. And it was a really nice spot. A lot of great food, good people. And then for any homecoming dance and the all of the formals, the high school kids would all come out and they'd go there. It was kind of the spot. And you'd get these people to come out. And we had the pizzas, the Napolitan pizzas.
Oh, they come out quick, right? In the oven?
Come out
Boom.
super fast. Everybody gets whatever you want to.
Nice and
then
thin.
every time, hey, can I get some ranch? We don't have ranch in this building. Let me explain to you. Look around
Swear
where
to
you
God.
want. Look, if you want ranch on your pizza,
Dude.
more power to you. Go do it.
Bring it with
We
you.
don't have ranch in this building. Look where you are.
Yeah.
And again, no hate. If you want ranch on
Yeah.
your pizza, do it. Rock and roll. Know where you are.
Here, I got my buddy Ted, who he's a winemaker, so I carry his wine. I get all the wines from him, so I don't have to deal with the million goddamn distributors and wine guys. And then he makes a hot sauce for me. I'll give you bottles before you go. Ted's hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Farmer Ted's. We also marinate. He brings us the big ball jars, and we soak the chicken, the breast in his sauce.
Nice.
And it's we call it Farmer Ted's chicken.
Yeah.
And that's the only one I sell. People, you got Tabasco or anything? I go, no, we got Ted's. Why don't you carry Tabasco? Why don't you bring it from home, dude?
Yeah.
I don't carry it. What part of the sentence did you miss?
Yeah.
I don't carry
Yeah.
it.
The
Why?
food
Because
is
it's my
seasoned
restaurant. Yeah.
for like
I swear to God.
reason.
And they just don't get it.
Exactly.
Well, why? Because I don't want to. But dude, what is there? I said no.
Right.
It's like let it go. But everybody carries it. Well, I'm not everybody. Oh my God, you're trying to get me. Hooch.
Well.
No.
Now, here comes
Gracias.
Monica with a delivery. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Wow.
The beautiful and lovely and wonderful Monica. What are we working with? What are we working with?
This is hazy.
Hazy.
That's the amber ale.
See?
Amber Ale over there.
Well, hold on.
Shout out to
Monica's
Billy.
going to check with her digital pour.
Oh, man. See, like Huey gets heat on the pellet grill, I get heat for not being familiar with the digital pour app. Everybody get the digital
Isn't it
pour
a
app.
great device?
It's-
It's amazing.
So that's the name of
Especially,
yours.
hey, Nick, in Oregon. They're based out of Oregon.
Alaro.
Digital pour?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Balesta.
Yeah.
You look
All
it up
right.
in Eugene,
Balesta
they'll
number
look wherever
15.
you're.
Yeah, I like it.
When you told us about digital pour
They're money.
on the last episode, I went and downloaded it, and I've been using it ever since.
Honestly, you should call them, and they'd love to talk to you, and they could talk to. They're
Yes.
great people.
Absolutely.
That's the pizza port.
Pizza
chronic
port.
ale.
Chronic Ale, Amber.
Ale, yeah.
Beautiful.
And I got 29, right? Thank you very much.
29. Man knows what he likes.
It's easy to drink, you know.
Yeah.
I'm easy.
Oh, yeah.
I eat like a child. I like grilled cheese sandwiches.
Who
I
doesn't?
I'm like, I don't. It's like burgers. These people, we do a really good job, and like we're going to be doing the Dad's Burger. We're calling because it's got bacon, but it's a simple burger.
Yeah.
And Guy Fieri was the second best burger he's ever had.
Yes.
He loved it. I look at these places that do these burgers. They look like Mount Suvius.
Sure.
These things are huge. One. I'm not a boa constrictor. I can't dislodge my jaw to eat the thing. And
Well, not with that attitude, you can't.
and then it's got, you have 20 different flavors. I don't want 20 different flavors in my mouth. I just want to
Yeah.
taste the meat, the cheese, maybe whatever sauce, and that's it. I don't need
Yeah.
a goddamn.
No, I'm with you. When I worked at the -1 Lounge of the Keating Hotel, I was a
You've had
assistant
many
chef.
jobs.
Oh man, let me tell you, when I was young,
Witness protection.
I moved
You're
around.
all
Yeah,
over the
witness
place.
protection is what it was.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I found something out about one of the big name brewers that you. Yeah, they had to move me
I had
around.
to go undercover.
But the chef that I worked for there actually went from running a kitchen to being an assistant chef at that position, which was great for me
Yeah.
because he had a lot more experience than I did, and I learned a lot from him and kind of corrected some misconceptions.
Took you under his wing?
He did, 100%. And there were some things that I, was very, it's got to be this way, and he kind of corrected me,
Yeah.
which I appreciate to this day. But one of the things that we talked about there was he was always talking about these, there's these burgers, as you said, got 100 things on it. He said his previous assistant chef came in and was like, let me tell you about the burgers we used to do. And it had the over easy egg and the red onion and an onion ring and bacon and the roasted red pepper and
Who's gonna
this and
eat
this
that?
and this.
I mean-
at some point, you don't taste any of those things.
Put
you
it in a
just
blender. How about that?
You paid
Come on.
$30 to not taste any of the things that are in there.
Yeah.
You don't
Right?
even
Pretty
know
much.
what meat it was. I mean, it's like again, like our barbecue. When we do it, whatever, we put the sauce on the side. We leave it naked. We everything we smoke. I've been to barbecue places. they lather it with so much
And
barbecue.
sauce.
I'm like, am I eating a raccoon? Am I eating a squirrel? I don't
Right.
even know what I'm eating.
I mean,
can't
might as
taste
well
the
That's
meat.
one of my biggest barbecue pet peeves is I go and eat brisket and it's slathered in sauce. And it's
My
like,
God.
I don't want this.
And you know
Not
why?
me.
Half
No.
the time,
How dare
so
you make that decision
They do
for
it.
me.
There's a couple places here because they do it because they don't know how to
They
keep
dried
it.
it out.
It's dried it out, so they chop it up and do stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we've learned tricks. Like that brisket
Yeah.
was done yesterday.
Yeah.
and it's still delicious.
And
Delicious.
it is
Amazing.
It's still
absolutely
moist.
still
Moist.
moist.
We've
yeah.
done
Tender.
brisket. We tasted brisket, and it's so funny because my business partner wanted to throw it out. And we're like, no, because we chop it up. We put it in our brisket chili, but we had one. It was 4 or 5 days old, and we go, look, this is. We gave it to him. He thought it was a brisket that was done that day. We're like,
Yeah.
no, but what we do is we have an auto sham. We do. There's tricks you can do. So we put a broth in there. So it's like we keep it warm. We don't cook anymore. We just keep it warm.
Yeah.
But it's like a steamer.
Exactly.
And it keeps the meat so moist. You'd think it was fresh. You'd think it was 3 days ago. You know, it came out today, but that brisket's 3 days old. But
Yeah.
we don't
Oh, yeah.
really, we don't serve. We those anything after 2 days, we chop it up, throw it in the chili, and it's
Yeah.
money.
Yes.
People love our brisket chili.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so funny because there are so many places they pull that brisket off fresh, and it's dry.
Yeah,
and you need a quart of beer to get it down.
and some barbecue sauce.
You know, and a quart of barbecue
Yeah,
sauce.
lubricant.
Absolutely, you got to
You need
lubricate
it.
it up. And this stuff, it's absolutely moist. Here's the thing. Ordinarily, when I get into barbecue, I don't use a knife and fork. I'm doing it now because we got to touch equipment and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I can barely do it. Because it's so tender and moist and juicy and everything.
I got to tell you a true story. This is when we first opened. We were just a smoker. We didn't have a kitchen. And we were doing, during COVID, whatever. So we were doing family meals. So you get your choice of like maybe you get a pound of brisket, a pound of pulled pork. We don't throw in now potato salad stuff, but you get two sides. And they're double quarts, right? Big ones.
Yeah.
This sweet little woman calls. And everybody else, this neighborhood we're in, it's the most affluent neighborhood in Sacramento. I mean, these people my bartenders are averaging like $35, $40 an hour
Nice.
on tips.
Yeah.
It's stupid money. These people here, it's stupid money.
That's awesome.
And
I love it.
so this little lady, sweet, she talked like this, she calls me. We did a Friday night. She goes, oh, hello. She calls me on a Saturday. I was working a lot more back then. She goes, oh, hello. I go, how you doing? She goes, oh yeah, I want to support you guys. I love what you guys are about. I go, thank you very much. And she goes, well, I gotta tell you, I did the family meal yesterday, and I go, well, thank you. She goes, well, I bought it and I got the the stuff, but I got home and it was just all fat. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, well, we did a pork belly burnt ends. I mean, it's bacon.
There's fat on that for anybody
Oh.
listening at home who doesn't know. There's fat on that.
What am I going to tell this sweet little lady? She goes,
In that pork belly.
And I go, she goes, it's all fat. I go, well, it's bacon, She goes, oh. And then she goes, and then the brisket. I go, how was the brisket? She goes, and it just fell apart. I'm like, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, is this a joke? Is this one of my friends? Is this one of
Yes, ma'am.
one of my friends effing with me, trying to mix? I'm like, so I'm trying to be polite to this lady, but I'm like, is this a joke? And I go, well, you know something? Maybe these things aren't for you. Maybe you should come back today because today we're doing ribs and pulled pork.
Yeah.
Something maybe up your alley.
There you go.
Jeez. And then she goes, I think the light went on and she was feeling stupid because she goes, oh, well, I'm really busy. I have to go now. I'm like, have a nice day.
It's like, I guess next time order the chicken breast. What is it
Jesus.
you're looking for, ma'am?
Dude, and our
you
chicken.
tell me, I'll match you with a product.
People love our chicken. We do Mary's chicken. Oh, dude, have chickens. When it's so funny when Lisa and I were checking temperature. Sometimes he'll put it shoots water at you. You'll get burned. It looks like a little whale, like a little spout, because it is so moist.
It's all about that squirt.
We just
Little
put
squirt, yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, we just put the seasoning. Again, we don't do anything. We put the barbecue sauce on the side, and then he just did last week. We did half the chickens were traditional, the way we do with the seasoning, and then the other half we did al pastor. Oh my God! Everybody's coming up now. When are you going to do the chicken again al pastor? It's like, hey, slow down, because we like doing different. We do fish and chips fresh once in a while.
Yeah.
Fridays we get fresh cod, not frozen. It's
Nice.
all, and we do it right. But people, I'm like, we put a lot. Everything we do, it's value. But we don't, I don't go out to dinner much because my wife and I, I get livid, man. We go places, The line's huge. The places are packed. The food is shit, and it's crazy pricey. And I'm like, I got a better meal at our place. I mean, right now we have a single burger with cheese, with French fries that we grind ourselves, $11.
Yeah.
McDonald's can't even do that to you.
No,
No.
you're not going to find that anywhere. You're really not. And especially, as you said, the high quality, you grind it yourself. And again, Julio, what are the cuts of meat you're grinding into there?
Brisket and chuck.
Brisket and chuck. Those are flavorful cuts of meat. So many places are using whatever's leftover trim to grind in there. That's not always where the flavor is.
To me, the second most important thing, it's the bread.
Yeah.
Bread sets the burger up.
Sure.
And our bread comes from, it's a Truckee, they deliver every day in Sacramento from Truckee. Yeah. It's amazing bread. We've never had it, but the guy goes, we put extra ones in the freezer just in case we have an overrun. But the bread will turn in 3 days, but we get it delivered every other day.
Yeah.
But there's nothing, it's all natural. There's no BS. There's no phony flour. It's so, and I'm a big wuss. I got a sensitive stomach.
Sure.
I'll go places, I eat some weird bread or something, man, my stomach, bad day at Black Rock, you know what I mean? It's and when I eat here, and my system process, it's like, people, where do you go for your favorite restaurants? I go, dude, I don't. Yeah. I don't have a lot of places because I get pissed at what I get a plate and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I can't justify it.
Well, and like what you were talking about with the fish and chips, right? You've got to use good pieces of cod. And don't get me wrong, I've seen places that'll do it with salmon sometimes or this and that. You want like a unique twist. Hey, wonderful. Love it. Do that from time to time. But when you're really getting down to it, the real fish and chips, you need a good, solid piece of cod.
For sure.
Right? Yeah.
Black cod's even better. It's a meatier piece of meat. It's like we've noticed from fish wise. But we had a kid at Dad's, and Luis laughed because we hired this kid. He was a chef from, I'm not going to mention the restaurant here. It's an English pub, and they did fish and chips. So like, how do you do your fish and chips? He was the chef. Oh, I go in the freezer and I pull out. I go, frozen?
Yeah, pull out what? Like pre-made like what is happening?
He throw it in the deep fryer. I go, you gotta be shitting me.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even know how to make chowder, never made a roux. Luis showed him everything. I go, and you're the chef of the restaurant?
Yeah.
Dude, are you for real? You're a clown.
Yeah.
He didn't last too long. We let him go. I'm like, God. And then what Luis does, he pankles it, he batters it and pankles it.
Yeah.
It's not greasy at all. It's the best fish. I mean, it's delicious. It's like, but again, we don't, do it right or don't do it at all. That's what we do.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, listen, here's what I'm going to do because we're around 30 minutes in. Let's take a quick break real quick.
Sounds
and
good.
We're going to come back. And listen, here's the deal. Everybody listening right now, by the time this comes out, you'll probably have seen all kinds of promo stuff. We're doing this, but we're also going to record just a ton of different stuff here. So keep your eye out. We're going to be here all day. Julio wonderfully is hosting us right now. We're having a blast. Julio, I'll tell you what, it's always great talking to you because we don't have to come in with any kind of agenda because we've got so much to talk about that it's just like, hey, let's just sit down, turn the mics on, and let's go. But we'll take a break real quick.
Yep.
We'll come back, and I don't know, who knows what we'll talk about next, but it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See you soon.
Well, I'm here having an Oktoberfest from Micah Town Brewing Company from Marion, North Carolina. And I'm with the owner,
Emily
co-owner.
Emily Causey and husband Jason Snyder.
All right. So how long have you guys been operating the brewery?
We will celebrate our 6-year anniversary on New Year's Eve of 2023.
That's great. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of the brewery and maybe what's your favorite beer that you're making right now?
Sure. So we are McDowell County's first brewery, opening at the end of 2017. Our name plays kind of heritage to our geology roots. Micah is a natural resource found just down the road for us, and we moved to Marion. There was no craft beer scene, and we decided to start it out. So we started with a really small 4-barrel system, with 8-barrel fermenters, and have grown from there. And now production happens in our Nebo locations out near Lake James. But we make everything from light to dark. We make cider, we make rum and vodka, so a little bit of everything, and kind of just do very traditional beer styles.
Well, that's great. Well, I know I'm loving the Oktoberfest, probably more than one today.
Here's hoping.
Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much.
Y'all have a good time.
Thanks.
Did Did you ever get the feeling that there was more to this world than meets the eye?
Ghosts, aliens, interdimensional spirits, cryptids, North Dakota. Well, neither have we.
So come join us as we uncover the true stories and plausible explanations behind famous paranormal urban myths.
From the perspective of skeptics.
But it's funny. We promise it's funny.
So join us in the Least Haunted Podcast, because the only thing that's haunted here is you.
Ah!
Are you a new parent trying to find your way?
Or are you thinking of becoming a new parent and want to know what to expect?
Or do you not plan on having kids but just want to know what it's like?
Nobody without kids wants to know what it's like.
I'm Travis.
I'm Stephanie.
And we have just the show for you.
You, Me, and Squee is a new podcast where we explore the challenges of being new parents and everything we learn along the way. We'll talk about our experiences, different parenting philosophies and trends, giving our own perspectives, and talking about what worked for us and what didn't.
Let's face it, a lot has changed since our parents and grandparents were raising kids. So we're all kind of figuring out this new frontier for ourselves, and it can feel pretty lonely. So come join us for the journey where sometimes we'll laugh, sometimes we'll cry, but we'll always be real with you.
You, Me, and Squee. It beats listening to your childless aunt give her 2 cents.
Or any of your aunts, really.
Drunkenly mix metaphors and travel happy trails.
All right, welcome back. That was a good break. We needed to stretch our legs a little bit, and let's jump into it. I actually do want to start off because as you do on a break when you've been drinking some pints, sometimes you have to give some of it back. So went in, hit the facilities a little bit. There's a baseball card in there on the wall. It says Julio Lefty Pike traded to the Dodgers for $3 and a Zima.
Okay, the story behind that. I've got this couple that come in all the time. She's so sweet. She's Mexican. She's a crack up. And they're big Dodger fan, huge Dodger fans.
That's unfortunate.
Their dog is named Brooklyn.
Ah.
And then he's a detective, I think, for the police department. And he has way too much time on his hands because there's a sign up on the wall. It says, you can see it very faint, San Francisco Giants.
Yes. Yep.
They brought rulers. They measured it. I didn't know for about 3 weeks. They covered that with the Los Angeles Dodgers World Series champion.
Oh, get out of here.
And then there's a picture of me. They took a picture of it and they cropped my head off because there's a picture of me on the other wall inside. I was 20 years old and I'd worked for the 49ers and we're in Miami. And there's a picture of me because right above me it says, "Welcome to the Orange Bowl," and there's a picture of me holding a football. So I put it up on the wall there. They took a picture. This is how detailed. They took a picture of that. Then they cropped the head out. Then they put it on this Dodger player. And then they printed it. And then they put it in the bathroom wall. I mean, they're just every time they come up, I go, "What? You need to find some crimes to break or something," because he has way too much time on his hands. Great people.
I'll tell you what, man.
Great
That is a great way to cast some shade because look, being traded for $3 is bad enough.
Yeah,
Or they
with
threw
a
in a
Zima,
Zima. My God,
That's like now only $2.
yeah, exactly. That's debt.
That sealed the deal, though.
That's rough.
No, we got some great customers. I mean, they're just so, people are just so loyal here. It just cracks me up. They're just real. It just trips me out. I'm like, they care more about the place than I do sometimes. They're like, we never, they're always busting my go. I'm like, dude, Jesus. It's like.
Well, since we're here, let me talk about something that's brand new, and people might notice it if they look at Nick's head, if they look at my head. What do we have here, Nick? What's on our heads, other than our headphones? What are we looking at? Hats. That's right. These are brand new Hoppy Trails hats. Hoppy Trail logo. We don't have a million of them, so please don't stampede and all of that. Who are these for, Nick?
These are for our obviously us because we're wearing them.
Obviously.
Julio because he's been such an amazing host.
That's right.
And
I'll be wearing mine tomorrow at the Giants game.
There you go.
Yeah, awesome. Some advertising for us. And our lovely patrons. This is kind of a trial run to see how things go, but these hats turned out far better than anything I expected.
They look great.
Just amazing.
Shout out to Cuddy Clothing in San Jose for knocking these out so quickly. I literally put in the order for them on Monday, and they had them ready yesterday on Friday. 5 days later.
Embroidered, I have to mention. Amazing.
Embroidered right into the hat.
Yeah.
So
Not silk screen, embroidered.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, beautiful. The turnaround
Trucker
was
hat,
amazing.
very nice.
Yeah, and it's a good quality hat.
New
Colors
era
are
hat,
beautiful.
nice new era hat,
Yeah, looks
snapback.
good.
I love them.
Yeah.
So thank you, Cuddy Clothing, for getting those knocked out so quickly, and I'm stoked. I'm definitely going to be ordering more.
Oh yeah,
Good brand, 950.
Yes,
Very good brand.
yes.
Yep. Patrons, look for these coming your way. Anybody, I mean, if one of these isn't coming to you in the mail, maybe you need to toss us a couple of bucks each month. I'm just going to throw that out there. Who knows? Who knows?
It's a fundraiser.
That's right. Look, hey, Nick and I, man. I mean, somebody's got to pay for our beer. We can't always be drinking at Julio's.
And I think the thing about being a patron is we like to share our beer.
We do.
So you never know.
It's true.
A few cans might show up on your porch
Every now and again. And hey, what do we always say? Some folks are outside of the area for certain types of beers, certain mythical types of brews, and hey, maybe one arrives at your doorstep.
Magic.
Yeah. So throw us a couple of bucks, everybody. If you're listening right now, pause the show. Patreon.com. Give us a couple of bucks. Whoop. Uh oh. Who do we have here?
This is Angie, my wife. This is Nick.
Angie.
I mean, this is Travis.
Hello.
That's
Good to
Nick.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. And Angie is just about to sit down and give us an interview for the next 45 to 55 minutes, is my understanding. No, I'm just kidding. What this means is that Julio unfortunately has to go. Is that right?
Gotta go.
Unfortunately. Okay. Julio.
I'm sorry.
No, thank you. You're always amazing. Hold on. What is this? Okay,
the
first,
chicken.
Julio, tell us what this is.
This is our bacon that we make, but it's called buckboard bacon. Buckboard bacon.
What is this? I've never heard of this.
Is this done from the shoulder? Like
No,
shoulder bacon?
yeah.
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's 14 days, 15 days? 14
Excellent.
days. And
Beautiful.
we infuse it.
Yes.
Beautiful. And this chicken here, this looks like Julio. You had him pick this up from Safeway from their hot case, or
Yeah,
what?
yeah, exactly. No, Costco.
Costco.
It's better.
That's right. Costco. You save yourself a bucket chicken.
Yeah, $5
That's what
a
it's
chicken. We parted out. We're still making money.
Yeah. No, but this
Killing
came off that beautiful smoker we have back
Yeah,
there.
a real smoker, Nick.
I know. I'm looking to replace my Easy Bake ovens.
That's right. That's it. Throw some logs in
The
there.
light bulb's going to burn out at some point.
I'll grab some wood before you go. You got plenty of room in the back. Of the
That's
truck.
right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Not
Absolutely.
pellets, wood.
Wood.
I'll take the wood and I'll grind it down into pellets.
Well, this is beautiful. I can't wait to jump into
Get
this.
into it. Get
Let
into
me
it.
get a piece here.
Yeah, the bacon's money.
I'm gonna go with a little dip. A little dip right there. Let's see. Oh man, that's
good.
nice. That's really nice.
That's a lot of money.
That is really, really nice. I like that. How long's the brine on that? 14
Yeah.
days. Outstanding.
It's a whiskey and whiskey and maple syrup.
Yes.
And then the brine with that. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, listeners, here's the deal. We are going to hey, cover your ears. We are going to go in undercover with some undercover cameras. We're going to steal all these recipes, and if you're a patron, you get the recipes. That's it.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. No,
I'm sorry, I can't do that. You're on your own, buddy.
Nick has integrity. Okay. No, but this is
Integrity.
This is all beautiful stuff. I've got to say, anybody, if you're in the area, if you're making a trip this way, you got to come up and try this. Everything we've eaten today has been amazing.
On the way to Tahoe.
On the way to Tahoe, why not stop in here? It's a long drive.
It is.
You got to eat.
It's literally a little hop off of Highway 50 on your
Yes,
way
it
to
is.
Tahoe. This is the place to stop for lunch and fuel up. Like 100.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, I wish I lived closer.
All right, well, Julio, listen, I understand you've got obligations. We came in. You've been an amazing host. We're going to stay here. We're going to record some more. We're going to eat some food and just have a wonderful time. But, Julio, we can't thank you enough,
Have
man.
a great time.
Thank you.
Tomorrow I'll check to see how about the red we are.
Yeah.
After
It's
you
going
guys
to be
leave.
rough. Call your accountant today and just kind of give him the heads up.
Yeah, it's all,
Yeah. And just, I've got
Today's
the key.
a loss.
I've got the key. I'll lock up when we leave. Just tell the staff, no
you have
worries.
the truck right in the back.
Absolutely.
Luis will help you with anything, load anything up.
I may sleep on the floor. Depends on how far I can make it away from the tap. Okay.
Jesus. All right.
Hey,
Take care.
thank you so much.
Hopefully you guys come back out again.
Absolutely.
December.
You know it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's take a quick pause.
Yep. Money.
All right, we get in here. Everything's all precarious. We're trying to knock everything over.
Right? Don't need to spill a beer. I heard
Not again, we don't.
Julio make a comment
Oh, yeah?
earlier after the beer got spilled.
Yeah.
And then we were recording, or he was telling something when he was like, spills that again, I'm going to have to give him a sippy cup. And I didn't respond, but I heard it. I was like, and thinking in my head, I'm like, well, yeah, it would be nice to have a sippy cup.
Yeah. You got a couple? I'll take one.
I'm going to have to come up with something for like beer drinkers that's like a sippy cup.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why not?
Put a Hoppy Trails logo on that bad boy?
Obviously. But or a Hoppy Trails edition. You could do a couple different editions. But yeah, like, why not have a sippy cup? Because at the end of the day, we don't want to spill our beer.
No, we don't.
And just because we're inebriated, doesn't mean that we deserve to have our, spill our beer.
No, and that's kind of one of the side effects of enjoying and tasting a lot of beers.
Yeah.
Is that you lose that coordination.
It can happen to anybody.
Why should you get cut off just because we haven't yet invented the beer sippy cup?
Exactly.
Unreasonable.
I think, yes, there needs to be. And honestly, I'm surprised that a sippy cup, I'll have to go and do some searching to see if one exists already. And if it does, bravo to whoever came up with that. And I'm going to go ahead and purchase some and give them to my friends.
And what we have to watch out for is the common things that run into problems is over foaming or what have you. And I'm sure there's limitations, not the same as an apple juice.
No, obviously.
But you and I were fairly smart guys. Yeah. We could hire somebody to solve this problem.
We can hire scientists to figure out anti-foaming devices.
That's right.
To keep that proper level of head.
Proper level.
For the maximum flavor from a sippy cup.
Maximum enjoyment.
Maximum effort. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, my brother. All right. So this is a great day. This is pretty good.
This is a good day. As Ice Cube would say, today was a good day.
Today was a good day.
Hasn't even ended, and I already saying it. Today was a good day.
And to be real, I didn't even have to bust my AK. Real quick, what are we? How are we looking? Any chance he's slammed?
He was in the bathroom, so I told his son to let him know, and he came out.
No big deal. So while you're here, okay, sit down. This open microphone right here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Introduce yourself, please. Special guest.
My name's Madeline.
Madeline.
Yeah.
And Madeline is actually a customer here. No, she's not. I'm just joking. Madeline, what is it you do here at Lefty's?
I am one of the beer tenders.
Yes.
I've been here since day one.
Wow.
I was here for, day zero, too, because the soft opening. But,
yes.
Been here since day one.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's your favorite part about being here?
getting to learn about different beers that I would not normally go out of my way to try is really great. The community's awesome.
Yes.
That's what we like to hear.
Getting to know all these regulars and like creating friendships with people that I wouldn't have run into in the first place is fantastic.
That's one of the things we talk about all the time is community.
Yeah. Making friends.
Making friends.
Make a friend. Share a beer.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what it's about.
And, opening 10 days before the shutdown for the pandemic.
Oh, man.
We had so many people that just wanted to see us succeed. And so, the community really just rallied behind us and helped us keep our doors open. And, it was fantastic.
Awesome.
And that's really what it was with the pandemic, with the shutdown, is where there was community, those are people that made it, and they had to figure out new ways. We've talked to several people who said, hey, we changed our whole business model, and like here, right?
Absolutely.
We opened 10 days before, and now suddenly we have to do it completely different, but, having that community, that's when people want to pull it together and make it happen. That's great.
Most definitely.
What's your favorite style of beer?
Ooh, you know what? Right now I'm kind of on a Kolsch kick.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of a lager as long as it's done well.
Excellent.
Excellent. So like a Budweiser or
You know what? R.I.P. But my favorite beer of all time is Olympia.
Olympia. No kidding.
Yeah.
Cheers to
love
that.
It.
Yeah, I can appreciate
It's so easy
that.
to drink.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a hydration beer too.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes, it is. On a hot day.
Exactly.
That's what gets you through.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I
Definitely.
used to tell people when I would drink PBR all the time.
Get
And,
out of here.
now-
Get out of here with that.
Now I kind of moved on to PBR, and when people try to say stuff about that, I'm like, they got a blue ribbon for a reason,
Shake
my
your
friends.
head all you want, but there's a reason why PBR is still around.
Yeah. They deserve that blue ribbon.
They didn't win a blue ribbon. They used to put blue ribbons on their bottle. Listen, both of you, you're fired. You're both fired. That's
Whatever.
Excellent. Well, listen, I don't want to keep you.
I like water.
Get out of here. We don't want to keep you. I know you got stuff to do, but listen, we really appreciate your time.
10 glasses in my hand.
I know.
Talent.
That's
there.
right. That's
It's
right.
going to be taller in just a second.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you stepping
of course.
in.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cheers.
Awesome. And that's, that's the type of stuff I love.
For sure.
People who really need to listen to last episode and understand what good beer is, because PBR is not good beer, and I'm
God damn it, Travis. There's nothing wrong with PBR.
Should I start? There are things wrong with PBR.
If you had to choose between Budweiser and PBR, what are you going to choose?
Just dying of thirst is what I would choose.
Okay. I'm not going to die of thirst. I'm going to drink PBR.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Look, if we're in the desert, choose the PBR.
Yeah.
It'll hurt the least of the two. Yeah, that's fair.
Whatever. You heard it first, folks. I love PBR.
God, he doesn't. God, how many listeners did we just lose? Ooh, we have a special guest. Sit down to the microphone, please. Sit down to the microphone. All right, and we have a special guest. Who do we have here, special guest?
My name is Cristina Arreola.
That's right. Christina the Nipple is who we have here.
Yeah, the nipple.
Christina, we haven't formally met yet, but I'm Nick.
We met once.
It's all good.
Sorry. At a baby shower.
Oh,
at the baby shower.
Wow, that feels like so long ago.
It was about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. So.
That was at a winery, so I'm sure I was inebriated.
You're fine. You're fine.
Weren't we all? Now, Christina, you are a beer expert, yes?
I am not.
Which is why we brought you on
lying.
here for your beer expertise, is what it's all about. And barbecue. I believe you're also a pitmaster.
Oh, I do like barbecue. I am.
Excellent.
I do like that.
And here we are at Lefty's. And Christina, what have you had to eat and drink?
We've had nachos, some fries, some pork belly, burnt ends.
Yes.
Yeah. And they were all great.
Good. We have another special guest here. She's walking through the camera. She thinks she's not. But this is all on video. She doesn't know.
I just noticed I'm not being sneaky at all.
Yeah. When you get that nonchalant walk going on, it's like somebody just realized there's a camera. This is obviously my lovely wife, Stephanie. Stephanie, I need you to speak into Nick's microphone.
Speak. Hello.
All right. And Stephanie is a co-host of what show? Yeah, say the whole thing into the microphone.
You mean Squee?
Anyone who's a listener of You, Me, and Squee, you know she knows how to speak into a microphone. This is all an act right now. But
I was just here for the keys.
Here for the keys.
Same here.
for the keys and your expertise.
Someone's here for keys, and somebody's here to get keyed.
You can tell which one's which. All right, here are the. I'm dropping litter. Here you go. Anyway,
Awesome.
Christina, thank you so much for your input. Stephanie, obviously, listeners can check out an upcoming episode to be released soon of You, Me, and Squee, where you will find more of Stephanie, her expertise into beer and babies. And thank you.
Absolutely. And speaking of babies, I'm going to go take mine home.
Take it home. Brilliant.
All right, then. Bye.
Thank you, Christina. All right, and now for our real special guest. You have a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Get real close to that microphone. Put these headphones on. All right. So you can hear us?
Yep.
You can hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, brilliant. All right. Now that we've, taken some time, let's get to the actual real special guest here. And obviously, still at Lefty's. Introduce yourself, my friend.
Oh, my name is Luis. I'm just the line cook here at Lefty's.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming over.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and we've obviously, you've been on camera a little earlier this episode. You brought us some amazing food. You are responsible for all of these delicious things we're eating. Is that right?
Yeah, for right now, I am.
Yeah. Well, so tell us, how'd you get into this? How'd you get started?
Oh, actually, with the owner, I just started learn from him, like how to smoke meats, and got a really good reference from him.
Yeah.
And he's like a really good smoker guy here.
Yeah.
He's talented and just trying to absorb everything he showed me.
Yeah.
And now that's where we are right now.
That's brilliant. And how long have you known Julio?
Julio probably for like 12 years.
12 years. Okay.
But I learned from his business partner.
Yeah. The one who's
James.
mysteriously absent.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And so you've known Julio about 12 years, and Julio has a lot of stories, and that man can tell stories. So 12 years times how many stories he can tell an hour. You've probably heard about 15 million stories from Julio. Is that right?
Yeah. It's funny.
No, he's a great guy. He knows a lot of stuff. A lot of good content. So, all right, this smoker we've got here, this is what, a 16-foot smoker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're using, what type of wood are you using?
Almond.
Almond wood. Can I ask you, what's the difference with the almond versus using like an oak, mesquite, something like that?
Basically, it's the flavor, but also when you smoke with almond, you don't have that end of the flavor of the wood. It's more like you can taste the meat, and at the same time the smoke, but not like the mesquite.
It's a bit of a mellower smoke, so you're still getting that smoke flavor.
Yeah.
But it's not overwhelming where you're still getting all of that meat. That lovely meat flavor, especially if you have like a lot of intramuscular fat in there and everything.
Sure.
Because we all know fat's flavor.
Fat is flavor. Yeah.
And it's more like clean flavor.
Yes.
Absolutely. And this chicken that you brought out here, absolutely wonderful. Nick, would you call that very moist chicken?
Yes. It was good.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't even get to try it until like after we had moved everything over here to the new table. But, dude, even 30 minutes later, it's still moist, juicy. Like the skin is nice and crispy.
Yeah.
It was killer.
Well, so let me ask you: are you guys are you brining the chicken?
Yeah, we brine it overnight.
That's what it's all about.
Okay. Yeah, because I always wonder. So many people when they're smoking, especially with chicken, but even a lot of times people when they're grilling, chicken dries out. Especially when you're looking at a breast, that white meat, easy to dry it out. And so your chicken obviously very moist. So you say is the brine what does it? Okay. All right, and do you do just a basic salt and water? Or you adding some spices in?
I do salt and sugar and water.
Yeah,
that's it.
Keep it
It's
simple.
just simple.
Very nice.
You want to taste the chicken, not like something different.
Absolutely. And you've got a good spice blend on the outside, as Nick said, crispy, juicy, everything. That's really what you want. And then you brought out this bacon, and tell me what that's called again.
Buckboard.
Buckboard
bacon.
Buckboard, and that's from where?
From the shoulder.
From the shoulder.
Shoulder of the pork.
Yeah, and Nick, you've seen this before?
Yes.
I've never seen this before. This is brand new. I've never heard buckboard, none of this. So what's the story with this? Tell me about it.
Since like bacon and pork prices are going like sky high.
Through the roof.
We need to find another solution for bacon.
Sure.
And it's not like the regular bacon.
Yeah.
But it got some fat. It got a little more meat.
Yeah.
Especially
it's way cheaper.
Yeah, because with like the pork shoulder, Usually probably like you're probably getting pork shoulder for like $2 a pound or something like that, $1.50 a pound, versus buying pork belly where you're looking at like $5 or $6 a pound.
I've seen it higher than that.
And
I've seen pork belly more expensive than that. It's
absolutely.
crazy. It's crazy.
And using shoulder, honestly, I feel like you get more meat to fat ratio versus bacon where it's more fat to meat.
Sure. Yeah, and so I could see that after cooking, you end up with more product. Obviously, belly bacon, you lose a lot of it during the cook process.
Yeah.
So it seems like not only an economic way to do it, but also, man, it's delicious.
Thanks.
Yeah, it is really good.
And then now you're just buying pork shoulder and you're producing two things out of it, pulled pork or the buckboard bacon.
Sure.
Yeah. We should use the top part with all the fat is
exactly.
for bacon and the rest of them just smoking for pulled pork.
Amazing. How much of that are you going through regularly?
Actually, it's like experiment right now. We are not like offering to the public yet because we want to get like the best flavor and then we can just offer it. We just don't want to go like, all right, let's go.
Sure. Sure.
We want to serve something. It has to be good.
Awesome.
I love that. No, this is absolutely delicious. It's very good. Everything we've had today, the brisket's been amazing. Obviously, the pork belly burnt ends, very amazing. If you were going to sit down here and order something for yourself, what would it be?
The brisket. That's my favorite.
Good man.
Brisket always hits, man.
I mean,
always.
It's been like 3 years that I've been working with these guys, and everybody's telling me like, "Oh, you should be proud to work there. You can eat all the brisket you want," but at the end, I go,
"Listen,
it's so good." Though.
Look, I love brisket. You can only eat so much. Let me tell you,
it's true. It's true.
Speak for yourself, man. Eat brisket every day if I could.
No, trust me. I tried to do that, but I just give up after like 2 months. I got like, I got over it. I still sneaking like here and there.
Of course,
pieces, but that's it.
That's it, man. Little piece of trim, slice breaks up a little bit.
Always the ends.
That's right.
That's all the flavor is.
The ends are always the best.
Yes. Well, and I understand that you guys have burgers, things like that. We haven't gone into it. We may grab one for the road, but tell me about the burgers. You guys have a variety. What's going on with the burgers?
No, we grain our own meat here.
Yeah.
We do like a blend with the chalk and brisket.
Yes.
And we just grain everything every morning.
Yeah.
That way we do small batches and we can offer like super fresh burgers.
Awesome.
You can beat fresh.
That's so great. That's good.
And smash burgers is like easy.
Absolutely. Oh, and I love a smash burger. That's where all the flavor is. It's absolutely wonderful.
Made the crust right and simple.
Absolutely.
That's how we like to keep it, like clean and simple.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and that's something that we love. Simple, clean, don't try to overdo it, and just the ingredients that you are using, make them the best, right?
Yeah. It's like the brisket. Just serve it like with no sauce and everything. You can still taste everything.
That's how brisket should be served.
Agreed.
No sauce.
Agreed.
I mean, like sauce on the side.
Sauce on the side,
but never sauced.
No.
Yeah.
Because even with the pulled pork, that's what we do.
Yeah.
We didn't do pulled pork here, but when we make the pulled pork, we just serve it like a plain.
Yep.
You got the sauce on the side.
Yeah, even absolutely.
With the sandwich, we just drizzle a little tiny bit and give it like a side of barbecue sauce on the side.
Sure.
Yeah, we make our own barbecue here too, from scratch and everything. And it's different.
Yeah, that's another thing. So you guys are making your own barbecue sauce. It's actually really nice. It's kind of a combination of a few different styles. It's excellent. A little bit of tang, a little bit of sweet. It's nice. I like it.
Definitely.
Yep. And we have and here Monica's here. Okay, all three of these beers are for you. We're gonna have you chug them. No, I'm just kidding. And
That's
listen,
a challenge.
To do that and then get back into a kitchen? That's rough, huh?
So. Yeah.
Need a nap after that.
I'll tell you what. And we did get a quick peek into your kitchen there. And the funny thing is, I used to work in kitchens. Some of our listeners knows. Kitchens I worked in very small places, and you've got a good spacious kitchen in there. I understand you've worked in some small kitchens before, right?
Here before it was like a super small kitchen. It was only 2 panini press, the warmer, and that's it.
Yeah.
The smoker, of course.
Of course. Yeah, and now you've got it's very extensive. You got the stove, you got the fry station, you got everything.
Look at everything now.
Room to move around. How do you like it?
I love it. The only thing that I don't really like is the closing.
Yeah.
The cleaning part.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Cleaning is...
Yes.
Yeah. Although at home for me, like when I'm cleaning up after I've done a whole bunch in the kitchen, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's a bit zen-like for me. It helps me relax and kind of wear down for the day. But kitchen like that, though.
Whew, my goodness. No, we're talking that's quite a task. And the funny thing is, you get however
give me
many
like
people
3 or
you
4
have in
people.
There, that's it. You want to have a team
teamwork,
to do the cleanup, right?
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, if anybody comes out here, folks come from out of town, maybe folks who are in town, what do you recommend? If they're going to come in here, they're going to order one thing, what's it going to be? What do you recommend?
Oh, it's hard. We got quite a few really good sandwiches. Like, I like the spicier stuff, but like our chopped cheese is super good.
Chopped cheese?
Dude.
Chopped cheese.
Brilliant.
Oh, we might have to get that to go,
we
too.
may have to get
chopped
one of those,
cheese.
100%.
I'm a big fan of chopped cheese.
Oh, yeah.
We also have the chicken prosciutto. It's like not spicy at all, and
nice.
It's super tasty. Our burger scores, but most of the stuff is like this small meat.
Well, and you know that's the thing when you're talking about the burgers and the grind of the chuck and brisket. I mean that's some flavorful beef.
Yes,
and it's going to make some flavorful beef patties that can stand up to other flavors. So many places they're like, hey, we're going to do a burger, it's got some blue cheese, and then your patty disappears basically behind the blue cheese. But that chuck and that brisket, you can still taste the patty with whatever you put on it, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, well, listen, I know you got to get back in there. I hate to see what's going on in the kitchen without your oversight, but thank you so much. We appreciate your time. And
thanks for coming over.
Be proud of everything you're putting out,
everything.
man. You are creating some amazing food.
Appreciate all great stuff. We love it all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, man.
Excellent, man.
Dude, the food here, let me tell you, has been really good.
Yeah, it's been great.
And I got to say, look, I want to make sure that people don't think this is coming off as an ad. It's not. I mean, we come here because we wanted to see Julio in his space, right? We interviewed him before, wanted to see him in his space. And what
this is our ultimate goal.
Yes.
We want to, put small places on the map.
Yes.
To get more people to come.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. And you hear everybody sat down here and talked. It's about community, right? It's about having a passion for what they're creating, talking about these other places, they do it like this. We do it like this. And you can hear the pride in their voice.
Yeah.
And the places that are doing that, those are the places that we want to go and shout them out and just be like, look, step away from wherever you're going to and check this place out because they're doing it right. They're loving it and they're putting that love. And come, be a part of that community. Give back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the way down to our merchandise, our stickers, our hats.
Yes.
Small local business.
Yes.
Support your small local business.
Absolutely. That's what it's about. Those are the people who, and look, Nick, as I talk about every time, right? There are so many things where it used to be you had your local person in town.
Yeah.
You go get whatever it is from them. The money stays there. They're employing people. They're spending it in town. They are creating more jobs, all of that.
Yeah.
And so many of these things have been now outsourced to where whatever you buy, it's money leaving your community. And so what do, Nick? We find people who are local. Yep. How do I support you? You're staying here. You're making a quality product. And you're putting money back into the community, which in turn makes the whole community thrive.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'll admit, I've been guilty of, Amazoning and all that and everything.
Come on, who does
Target?
Yes.
I've tried very hard to avoid Target now. It's probably been, I don't know, a good 9 months since we've been in a Target.
Yeah.
I still order certain things here and there from Amazon, but what I end up doing is I look for it locally first. If I can find it local, then I'm going local.
100%.
And I'll exhaust myself looking for it local, and if I can't find it, what I need in a current time period that I need, then I'm gonna, I'll go to Amazon. But yeah, it's buy local, support local.
Yes,
especially beer.
And you know what? That's one of the things that Julio was talking about. You go in there, local, not only to Sacramento, but also hitting the Bay Area, things like that. There's so many breweries everywhere. And when you go into a place that the Taproom is like, look, I'm not just looking for whatever's on the truck at the major distributor.
Yeah.
If you're a local brewery, you come in, you've got a keg, let's talk. Let's see if I can put you on.
Exactly.
I love it.
And unfortunately, at the same time, fortunately, there are a lot of small local breweries.
Yeah.
We just can't visit them all.
We can't.
And this is why we need your help.
Yes.
We're calling out to you.
Yes.
to make a donation.
Make a donation
of 5 minutes of your time.
5 minutes
to record your sultry voice.
That's it.
And even if it's not sultry,
yes,
it's okay. We want to hear from you.
Mine's not sultry.
We want to hear what local brewery you've been to.
Yes.
What beers they've got.
Yes.
How you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Send us the recording. We'll slip it in in between our breaks.
Slip it right in there.
Okay.
but yeah, absolutely.
We'll slip it in there.
Tell the breweries, tap rooms. Is there a place that you had a good burger?
Food trucks, whatever.
Food truck, 100%. Yeah.
We want to hear about it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Something that way we can go there and enjoy it ourselves.
Absolutely.
But everybody else is also hearing about it.
Yeah.
And can provide business to those folks.
100%. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We're here to support the community.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers to that, my friend. Well, Nick.
Yeah.
What do you think, my friend?
I think we should call it.
I think we've done the work that needs to be done.
We're spreading the good word.
Spreading it. Spreading it like butter.
Burr and hops.
That's right. And we've got a couple other places to go to.
We do, which we're going to talk about, obviously.
We will. Content's coming. Don't worry. It's not like we turn these mics off and you guys miss anything. We'll turn them back on again.
There might be some video to it, too.
Who knows?
I see you. Seeing me.
OnlyFans. Well, Nick, with that, I think all that's left to do is remind everybody, always say yes to that hoppy ending.
Always say yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The preceding podcast was produced by Sequoia Productions, LLC. Copyright 2022. All rights reserved. If you enjoyed this show and you're looking for more, or even if you're looking for something a little different, check out the other amazing shows by Sequoia Productions, wherever you get your podcasts, or on sequoia.com.
Hoppy trails to brew until we drink again. Hoppy trails to brew. Keep sharing with your friends. Who cares about which IPA tastes better? ABV are just a couple letters. Hoppy trails to brews until we drink again.
Here, put a pair of headphones on this guy. Can you hear? You got it?
Yeah.
You in there? Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Now I feel like I'm in.
Yeah, it's official. Now it's official.
Feeling like Crook and Kite.
Yeah, exactly. Adios, pelota!
Yes.